This video is all about how all recent sanctions affect the life of regular Russian people in terms of going to a shopping mall. We have heard a lot of companies have left Russia, but how does it look in daily life? This is my local shopping mall Europolis in St. Petersburg city, Russia, and I haven't been there since last week, and I wonder if that looks any different from that time. Let's go find out. Once you get indoors, you feel like nothing is going on, a lot of people are around, the stores are open like this Rivgosh or Calcedonia, the Starbucks is still working here, and basically this area is all for Starbucks, and such kind of brands like Locatine, how do you pronounce it, is working too. I think it's important to mention that I'm going to this shopping mall and showing you around just a week after we started to have first messages from brands of them leaving Russia. So perhaps in 1 week or maybe in 2 weeks, more of these stores that are actually still opened might be closed. Once you get deeper into the mall, you see that some stores are closed, like this Massimo Dutti is the first store that I've seen being closed here. A shout out to Ricardo, your favorite brand is not available for Russians now. Right next to Massimo Dutti here is Oysho store, apparently it's closed and not available right now. And right in front of it we have Zara Home, and next to it just Zara store, all closed. That's a very weird experience of getting to a mall and seeing that stores that you used to see and used to go in your daily life being closed, and basically people have less opportunity to get the stuff that they used to have. Talking about this, I actually read quite nice words from a representative, that's a hard word, from a representative of Uniqlo. That man says that clothing is actually such kind of a basic need that all people, no matter their nationality, should have access for. So basically they do not close the stores of Uniqlo in Russia, which I'm quite happy about, because Uniqlo is one of my favorite brands here in Russia. Another store that is still open is actually Prisma Supermarket, Finnish brand. I read news about them leaving Russian market, but apparently they are still working now, and I'm actually going to shop for my groceries here after recording this video. As you can see, it still works now, but there is a real possibility of us losing this wonderful supermarket. I really like coming here for getting some imported stuff. It's really nice, delicious, and sometimes you can find really good deals at this place. I actually made a video talking about this supermarket, showing what you can get here for 5,000 Russian rubles, which is the biggest Russian banknote. Watch that video later if you haven't seen it yet. This side of the first floor seemed to be not really affected by sanctions, like have no idea what kind of brand it is, Gary Weber, but it still remains open. This Armani exchange still opened, and basically every single store on this side seems to be available for people now. Calvin Klein jeans, Timberland, Tommy Hilfiger, I have no idea how to pronounce it correctly, Lacoste, Samsonite. An interesting find is here, Restore, our official Apple reseller. They still work, but I think there's no many things are actually in stock, and soon this store might have not many things to sell to people. I just got inside of the Restore to ask if they have anything in stock, and I actually wanted to buy a new iPad mini, and I was monitoring the price since the last week, and the change is so huge. Right now they do not have any iPad minis in stock, they only have iPad Pros and Air. The price of iPad mini was about 53,000 rubles a week or 2 weeks ago, and now that's more than 70,000 rubles. So you can see that the price actually went up more than 40%, which is crazy. And if you think it's not a big deal to have our prices up for like 30, 40, 50%, regular Russian people, I am sure they will not get their salaries increased for this 30-50%. So basically for a normal Russian person it will be much harder to buy things than before. And here I'm talking not only about tech like Apple, iPhones, iPads, of course that's not the most necessary things, but I'm also talking about grocery stuff and daily life clothes. By the way, I was staying right here, right next to the closed H&M, and now going to the second floor. The thing is, H&M is quite beloved brand in Russia, especially for young people. I found a note from H&M. It says, "Dear customers, all stores and our website temporarily closed starting from the 3rd of March. Of course, even without foreign brands, we'll be still able to find nice clothes. Like this Be Free is a Russian brand, and they have okay kind of clothes, which is very similar to H&M. But obviously, without access to the companies that we used to see here in Russia, it will be less comfortable and less convenient here.
Niki, the editor, is here. I just want to add that we are also losing access to lots of digital products, like I can no longer pay for my Photoshop, so I switched to a free version of Canva. Patreon still works well for donations, but PayPal doesn't let any transactions come to my account, so I created a Bitcoin and Ethereum wallet for donations. TikTok banned the entire population of Russia from posting and going live, so I basically lost access to people who watch my videos there. It's even possible that we lose access to YouTube and Instagram in Russia, so I created a backup Telegram channel. Go find me there, and if anything happens to YouTube, I'll keep posting there. Well, let's get back to Europolis Mall.
Some stores like Stradivarius maybe decided to quit Russian market very fast, and some stores like Echo, it's still open, but I have no idea if they will remain open next week or a week after that. We'll see. Pull&Bear is closed here, as well as Bershka, and Russian brands like Snezhnaya Koroleva or Terra Nova perhaps having a higher revenue these days. Now we are on the third floor with lots of sportwear, with Adidas still working, and let's see if we have any, I don't know, Nike or Reebok or Puma still open to people. And then we'll go to a cinema and actually check if we have any foreign cinemas, because I also heard that Disney, Warner Brothers and some other media companies left Russia, and we have no opportunity to watch, let's say, movies like Batman legally. So if we really don't have that in cinemas, more people most likely will just go pirating it online. which is a typical thing in Russia, by the way. New Balance is opened, Reebok is opened, and I think I cannot find a Nike store at this mall. Perhaps they didn't have Nike here. Over here is a huge Russian sports store where you will find any kind of foreign brands. Like if you want to have Puma shoes that is closed now as an individual store, you anyways can find it here. The question is for how long, because most likely Sportmaster, that's the name of this store, will not have access to getting new shoes once their stock is empty. Right next to it, here is Mirage Cinema. I sometimes go to this cinema, it's actually quite nice. And next to it is a food court with lots of fast food stuff. You can see that McDonald's works well and a lot of people are actually going there. Teремok is a Russian fast food stuff. I actually made a video about that and that's quite nice. KFC, Carl Jr., Burger King, all working here. The only place that is closed here on the food court is Fire Walk Cafe, but I think it's not because of the sanctions, most likely they just closed their business. By the way, interesting thing about this food court and basically coronavirus regulations in Russia. A week ago, 2 weeks ago, it was not possible to go on the food court freely. You have to wait in line and wait until somebody will check your QR code of vaccination. And basically you can go to public places only if you're vaccinated. But now, such kind of regulations are cancelled and every single person might enter the shopping mall, the food court, and basically any other place around the city. Now let's go to the cinema and see if we have any foreign movies going here right today. I think it will be actually easier to use such kind of machine. And here we do have like 10 or 12 movies, and some of them are foreign, like this Смерть на Ниле or Uncharted, and some of them are actually old movies like this Mr. Nobody with Jared Leto. I quite like this movie and it's nice that we can see it in Russian cinema again, but why do they have it in 2022? Dom Gucci, which is actually a movie that we could watch like a month, 2 months ago. Spider-Man, also a movie that we could see like really long time ago, and they still have it here in March 2022. I'm not sure what exactly should be in Russian cinemas in March 2022, but apparently there are some movies that we just cannot see, cannot watch here. I think that will be really fair to say that Russian people got used to see a lot of foreign stuff, a lot of foreign goods in their daily life. So do I. And it will be really inconvenient to lose access to some of the stuff. I'm going to grocery shop at Prisma supermarket because I have no idea if I'll be able to do that tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Thank you for watching this video, and if you want to see more stuff about Russia, watch this.